Всем привет, добро пожаловать из Моskva. Hello everybody and welcome from Moscow. Now, have you ever wondered what a real Moscow neighbourhood is like? Where people live, go to work, go shopping and go about their normal day-to-day activities. Away from the Red Square, Bolshoi Theatre, St Basil's Cathedral. Well, if you have, I'm about to show you what one looks like. We're going to look at my neighbourhood, Shabolovskaya. Let's go. Now for this, to make it look a bit easier, better get out of the way, one of my neighbours is coming in. They're going to wonder who the weird Scottish guy is, taking videos. To make it a little bit easier, we're going to take a scooter. Now, there's a few different companies that provide these scooters. There's one here, there's three up there. One company is Yandex, the other one is Whoosh, and the purple ones are U-Rent, I think. Now I've only got the Yandex app and the Whoosh app, so we're going to have to use one of these. So okay, I brought you down to Shabolovka Street. This is the main thoroughfare that runs through Shabolovskaya. Behind me goes to the metro station Oktyabrskyaya. I'm probably saying that wrong, Oktyabrskyaya. And right up ahead, once we get past all the shops, businesses, we'll get to Shabolovskaya, then we'll continue. This is the main shopping mall here. You can see the guys are cleaning the windows. Inside there's a Pererostok. Am I saying that right? Pererostok? That's like the, if you're in the UK, that's like the Asda of Russia. And there's other independent shops where you can get your phone fixed and all that kind of thing. Let's cross over. It's a beautiful church across here, and I know a lot of people in my comment section were asking to see some churches, so let's have a look at this one. Now, something interesting on the steps of this church, I'll show you in a second. I assume, I can't read that, but I assume a collection box, collecting money. Now that's not the strange thing. The strange thing for me is, if that was in Glasgow, in Scotland, somebody would have stole that by now. And that's there every day. Now that emphasises to me the low level of sort of petty crime, dishonesty, theft, all that sort of thing that you see in other countries. You just don't really see that here. It's the same with the scooter that I was on earlier. The scooters, nothing's chained up. They sit there, you just leave it wherever you finished using it. And here's another couple of them here. And then they're still there the next day. Now that might not be surprising to many Russians, but in the UK, big cities, London, Glasgow, Birmingham, those would be gone overnight. And then they put more out and those would be gone as well. Now the weather's just beginning to get a little bit warmer. It's still not really warm, but it's starting to get a little bit better, so people are sitting outside having coffee, having drinks. And this one at the end, Mates, it doesn't have an outdoors place, but this is where I go for my breakfast. Not every day, but if I decide to eat out and you want breakfast in Shabolovskaya or coffee, you want to come here. Beautiful church. My knowledge on churches and religion is not the highest, so can't tell you much about it other than it's very beautiful. It's a very nice colour. Okay, onwards, we're going to go back across the road where we came from because I want to show you a cool restaurant that I've been to a few times and a nice little courtyard. Can we go? Spasiba Balshoi. I think she was telling me to go, but I couldn't see. I was looking at the camera. Okay, as you can see here, they're just building a patio. It's of course been very cold over the winter. Now I don't want to go too close because I did a video and I went close to music, and I'm just learning how to use YouTube. And if you've got music that's copyrighted, they'll pull the video. So I'll show you from here. It's called Odessa Mama. Okay, here, ozone. Now, Russian viewers will know exactly what that is, but let me describe it to British viewers or anyone else. I guess it's a bit like Amazon, but they can deliver to your house, but also almost every street, almost every apartment block. I've got one of these, so you can place your order and then you can go pick it up a few hours later or the next day. Don't know if you can see that, old Top Gun barbers. They're responsible for this. No, very good barbers. If you're in Shabolovskaya and you want a haircut and you're a man, maybe they do women, I don't know. Loads of Top Gun barbers. Now I've not had a haircut for a few weeks, so this isn't a good advert for it. Okay, across here we've just got a little line of shops and restaurants. The first one, Black Grill 24, that's just opened. Kinkali Bar, guess that's a Georgian place. Meet Me, yes, it sells meat. That place, is that Vietnamese? I think that's Vietnamese. Bagels, but that looks like it's closed down. And Sveti. Now, Russians will know this, but my other viewers may not. Flowers are oh so important in the daily life of Russians. More so than, definitely more so than where I'm from in Scotland. Flowers are given much more regularly from men to women for different reasons, not just to a girlfriend or a wife, but to mothers, etc. For a whole multitude of reasons. Now, you've got to really follow the rules here. You know, in Scotland I would just have walked straight across that road, but you've got to follow the rules, and the little timers tick down, and you're not allowed to cross the road unless the little green man says you're allowed to cross the road. So we're going to stand and wait here. We've got 30 seconds. Right, we're coming up to Star Hit Cafe. I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't a hit for me. I don't recommend Star Hit Cafe. Terrible sausages. So this area, I think across the road here, is some part of a university or some campus, because there's always, and during the daytime, lots and lots of students. Coming up to La La Land. A restaurant and karaoke. Karaoke is a big deal here. It's not really like how we do karaoke in the UK, where everybody gets drunk and screams into the microphone. They take it very seriously here. Usually you're in a restaurant and the mic goes from one table to the next and everybody gets a chance to sing. So it's a little bit of a different experience than we have in the UK. Come around here to Shabolovskaya metro station. As we come up to it, there's a few little kiosks selling magazines and things like that. Oh, right, that one's closed. That was a terrible example. So, I'm going to show you the entrance. The Shabolovskaya metro station is on the orange line, and it's only 3 stops to Neighbourhood, which means Chinatown. I don't know why it's called Chinatown. I don't see any resemblance to anything Chinese. And that's about 7 minutes on the metro from Shabolovskaya station to Neighbourhood. Now Neighbourhood is pretty much, in my opinion, the centre where you get off to go to the Red Square, etc. So it's very well placed. It's a great location. More flowers. I thought I was going to get run over there. More flowers. Sveti. Now, 10 roses for 900 rubles. What's 900 rubles? About £7. Is that a good price for 10 roses? I'm not sure. Apteka. That means pharmacy. You see pharmacies all over the place. More sveti, more flowers. What you'll notice is in Moscow, everyone lives in apartments. Now in the UK, usually apartments are associated with younger people. They get an apartment first, they save up, and the dream is to buy the house. From my experience in Moscow, I've not been far outside of Moscow, is that most people live in an apartment. Even extremely affluent people, extremely wealthy people seem to still live in apartments. Of course they live in bigger apartments in better areas, but everyone lives in apartments. Biblioteka means library. Looks like it's been decorated, it's been painted, so there's no Knigi v Biblioteka Zavodnia. There's no books in the library today. Chleb means bread. That kiosk basically just only sells bread. Now, one thing I've noticed is they also have these little kiosks and they sell different things, and one of them is ice cream. Even when it was minus 25 degrees Celsius in the winter, they still had the kiosk selling ice cream. Russian people, tell me in the comments, what's that all about? Why are you guys eating ice cream? And I say it with love. I love the Russian people. But why are we eating ice cream when it's minus 25 degrees outside? Okay, crossing over the road, going to show you a few places here. First place looks closed. Shawarma place. Shawarma places all over. I guess the British equivalent would be, can you see that? Shawarma. It's like a kebab. You know, the big meat thing, and they shave the meat off it. I don't really eat them. This place here, Cactus J, is if I'm in Shabolovskaya and I want to smoke shisha, Kurit, Kalyan, I would go there. Cactus J, it's a good shisha place. I don't really know much about shisha. I never really smoked it before. We don't really have it in Scotland because, I mean, I guess you can't smoke indoors, so we would have to do it outside. It's illegal to smoke indoors. So it's a bit like vaping, I guess, but I've started doing it since I've been here and I enjoy it. Now this place here is pretty interesting, Cafe KUSI. It's like a themed restaurant. When you go in, the oficantka, waiter, waitress, they're like actors, and it's like a prison, and one of the tables is behind prison cell. On the other tables it's like you're in hospital. I don't know if that's actually, I don't know if I'm making it sound good, but I enjoyed it. Right, it turned green and I spotted a scooter, so I want to jump on a scooter again and head back up. It only takes about 5 minutes to get back to where I live. Okay, I don't actually think I showed you how these work earlier, so I'll show you how they work. Right, you've got a few different companies. One's Yandex, I think that's the most popular. U-Rent, and the one I was on earlier was called Whoosh. So we want to find our Yandex app, we open it. Now this one here, I think that means it's only got 20% battery, we don't need a lot, so that's fine. We want to hit where it says scooters, we want to open it where it says go. Do this. Did it work? Great, it's not working. Messing up my video. Aha, right, looks better. Saying it enter the number. Where's the number? This is the number here. 524178. Right, I'm getting absolutely stitched up here by this Yandex app. Oh. Yeah, I think it's working. So, it should look like this. You hit start ride, it's 9 rubles per minute, which I can't do the maths in my head right now, but it's almost nothing. It's reserving, and then we just hit start. Okay, so one other thing that's interesting is if your phone needs charge, you just flick this up, clip it in, and as you can see it's charging my phone, no wires, nothing like that. Okay, we're going to head back up to where I live, about 5 minutes away. Let's go. Alright, we take our phone off, we open the app, we hit finish, we take a photo to show we're telling the truth, we finish the ride, and it's done. I think that cost me 90 rubles, which is about, I don't know, 60 pence, 70 pence, something like that. We're pretty much back to where we started. Across there, about 2 minutes away if you cross the road, is the entrance to Gorky Park. Now I've done a whole video on Gorky Park, so I'll link it somewhere on the screen now. As always, thank you very much for watching, all the comments, all the suggestions, all the advice that I'm getting from people. I really do appreciate it. I'll be out this weekend with my friend who's going to be taking me around showing me her favourite places in Moscow. It's probably going to be a lot more informative and she's going to learn a lot more. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a flavour of what a normal neighbourhood in Moscow is like, away from all the tourist spots like the Red Square, etc. So, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.